The green card lottery, that is. Hello, welcome to Prospect Global. If you're new here, please subscribe to joining our growing community. Today, we're diving deep into something that sounds like a game show, but is actually a very real, very official US government program. I'm talking, of course, about the Diversity Immigrant Visa Program. It's a system designed to increase the diversity of immigrants coming to the United States. Each year, the US makes available about 55,000 visas to people from countries with historically low rates of immigration. Now, you might be thinking, a lottery? So I just put my name in a hat and hope for the best? And the answer is, sort of. But it's more complicated than your average raffle ticket. This isn't about luck alone, it's about eligibility. Before your name can even be considered, you have to prove that you meet certain, very specific requirements. Let's get to the very first, most fundamental requirement. This one has nothing to do with your education, your job, or your bank account. It has everything to do with geography. Specifically, it's about your country of birth. The Diversity in Diversity Visa isn't just a catchy name, it's the entire point of the program. How does the US government decide which countries are eligible? It's all about the numbers. They look at immigration statistics from the past 5 years. If a particular country has sent more than 50,000 immigrants to the United States during that period, that country gets knocked off the list for the upcoming lottery. For example, countries like the United Kingdom, Canada, Mexico, China, India, and Nigeria have often been on the ineligible list. But wait, there's a plot twist. If you were born in an ineligible country, there are 2 potential exceptions. First, if your spouse was born in an eligible country, you can claim their country of birth for your application. Okay, so you've cleared the first hurdle, your country of birth is on the eligible list. Now we move on to the next requirement. You must have at least a high school education, or its equivalent. This sounds easy enough, but equivalent can be a tricky word, so let's break it down. In the context of the DV lottery, it means you have successfully completed a 12-year course of formal elementary and secondary schooling and graduated. You got the diploma, you walked the stage, and you have the official piece of paper to prove it. The term equivalent accounts for the fact that education systems are different all around the world. For example, in the United Kingdom, passing certain GCSE exams or A-levels might be considered equivalent to a US high school diploma. The simplest way to know if your education counts is to ask yourself, does my diploma or certificate allow me to apply to a university in my country? If the answer is yes, then you are very likely in the clear. However, correspondence programs or equivalency certificates like the GED test from the US are generally not considered sufficient. They are looking for proof that you completed a full, structured course of secondary study. Let's say the education route isn't for you. Don't worry, there is another door. This is the work experience requirement. Remember, you only need to meet either the education or the work requirement, not both. Here's the rule. You must have 2 years of work experience within the last 5 years in a qualifying occupation. Not just any job will do. The US Department of State uses a database called ONET Online to determine which jobs qualify. Specifically, your job must have an SVP rating of 7.0 or higher. This includes jobs in fields like information technology, engineering, specialized arts, and high-level management. Jobs that require at least 2 years of training or experience to master. Let's use an example. Imagine you are a graphic designer. You would go to the ONET database, find the listing for graphic designers, and check its SVP rating. You'd find it qualifies. However, a job like a cashier or fast food worker, while important, typically requires much less specialized training and would not qualify for the DV program. Why all these rules? The diversity visa isn't just about giving people a chance to come to the US, it's about setting them up for a successful life once they arrive. Moving to a new country is incredibly challenging. Having completed education or specialized work skills demonstrates discipline, knowledge, and capability. When you submit your DV lottery application, you are certifying, under penalty of law, that you meet these qualifications. If you are selected as a winner, you will have to provide concrete proof during your visa interview. If you can't provide that proof, your application will be denied and the opportunity will be lost. Honesty and preparedness are everything. The Diversity Visa Lottery represents a remarkable opportunity, a chance for a new beginning offered to people from around the world. By ensuring you are truly eligible before you apply, you respect the process and give yourself the best possible shot at turning that random chance into a life-changing reality. And that is the awesome thing about an informed public. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.